I don't know. I have no idea.
I think it's just like a Teen Titans thing. They should just call it Teen Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Yeah, like, pretty much. I mean, I don't know. Again, it just looks a little.
Or what's that like show the cartoon that came out with the X-Men, where it was like they were all in high school.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
X-Men Evolution.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll call it Fantastic Four Evolution.
But they keep switching it though. You know what I mean? They're like, give us another quality X-Men cartoon. Okay, that's fine. Don't give us a teenage X-Men cartoon because, again, according to the storyline, they were not together at that point. Yeah. Considering the X-Men started when Scott Summers was a teenager, but Scott Summers and Kitty were not at the same time because they're not the same age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's what bothers me about these changes. Like, I don't mind changes. I don't want people to think I'm that old fart where I have to have everything the same as my childhood.
Yeah. But at least keep the continuity in it.
It's like, if you're going to redo it, don't make it like every other like teen comedy. Like when they redid Rogue, like, okay, you're gonna redo Rogue, I understand, get the Southern Belle thing out of there, cool. No, she's some pansy little emo kid who's so sad all the time, like, I can't hug people. Okay, that's too dramatic.
Yeah.
You went from some Southern Belle who kicks ass, flies, throws trucks
who had
at
Miss
people,
Marvel's power and was able to like do.
She was like the first in battle. Like when shit went down, Rogue's like, I'm there. You know, boom.
Yeah.
To the literally a 180 is as big as a 180 can be. To someone who doesn't want to do anything, just wants to sit and cry. It's like, don't do that to me.
Can't do it.
You can change a few things, but that's not a change. That is honestly not a change. That is a separate character with the same name.
Yep.
You know, and that's what I'm sick of them doing. And that's what it kind of feels like they're doing, like, every video. It's like, we'll just take the names and the superpowers, but then we'll just develop this, like, new movie. We could have made a whole new movie and not called it X-Men. But we're going to call it X-Men and use names to make money on it. Yeah.
Yeah, they could have done it better. I don't know. Again, I started thinking about the Days of Future Past movie.
I'm not even getting into that. That's a podcast in itself.
It's a whole different thing.
But that's what I feel like they're doing with this Fantastic Four. It's like they had a movie, but they didn't have any direction with it. They had no way of making money. So they're like, well, let's just call it Fantastic Four. And then we'll change a little bit of it to make it kind of seem like it's a Fantastic Four film. And then we'll make more money on it because it says Fantastic Four.
That's possible.
I mean, but they've been doing this even like since the days of like video games.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of like video games that are like Marvel games or like TV shows that were made for something else, but then changed. Like the newest Star Fox, the one where it's for the GameCube, where you're fighting dinosaurs and stuff. You seen that one?
I think
that
so.
Actually was completely programmed and almost ready to sell on itself, called like Dino World or Dino Island. And then
they turned it into a Star Fox game.
Then Miyamoto went in there and said, hey, stop production real quick. Let's make this a Star Fox game, and we'll sell billions of copies of it. So all they did was a couple character sprite changes.
Yeah.
Add a few scenes where you're flying in the R-Wings or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
And then it became a Star Fox game. That's why there's so many dinosaurs, and people are like, why am I running around on the ground riding dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Because you're playing a freaking dinosaur game.
Yeah.
And it just seems like they're taking that and now bringing it into the movies, where someone wrote a plot for something else.
And they're like,
hold up.
That could be a Fantastic Four movie.
You're really close. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Make a few changes. Boom. New title,
I don't like it.
Well, like the Future Past, it almost seems like that's what happened. Like they had some kind of
now here's the thing though. What bugs me about the Fantastic Four is at least in the Days of Future Past they referenced the source material.
True.
They didn't. They did not. The director told the actors to not. I saw this quote online. They told them not to reference the source material. If you're going to play a comic book character, why wouldn't you go see how they act in the comic book?
In fact, in the comic world, you have more source material than I think any other medium that's ever existed. You got like 70 years of comics to go through on some of these characters.
Yes. Now, granted, the Ultimate Universe has only been around maybe 15 years or so.
Oh, yeah, that's a newer one.
Maybe 15. I'm not sure. Somebody correct me on that.
I'm sure they will.
Yeah. And on any other stupid shit that comes out of my mouth that I don't even know what I'm talking
That's why it's
about.
called Nerd Rage.
Yeah, I know.
Not NPR for nerds.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to go see it. I don't know if I want to see it. At least with the Days of Future Past. At least I could follow some of it. Like it had continuity to it. This I feel like it's going to lose a lot because I mean now I'm going to have to go back and reread that comic, but they say they're not referencing the source material, so it's like you can't even compare it.
Yeah, so why make a movie?
Exactly. It's like saying that, you know, you're going to make another Indiana Jones movie without ever having known of Indiana Jones.
It's like that was my point. Why call it Indiana Jones then?
Exactly.
Just make up your own damn movie. It seems like no one can do that anymore. Everyone writes plots and then they go, well, we can't have an original movie, so we have to figure out, you know, what we can reboot and change a few things. You know, it's like quit ruining my childhood. Like,
Speaking of that,
make new movies, new memories.